guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin, and today we are back with you with Fate Unlimited Blade Works.
We need to draw a mark.
Episode 10.
Sorry, yeah, episode 10, season 1. So, last episode, Rin had suspicions that Issei, gotta remember his name and stop saying student council president.
I like that name. Student council president.
She thought he could have been a master because he would come to school from the temple where Castor lurks.
Yeah.
So they had suspicions, and Shiro was sent to figure it out. He forced him to strip.
He did a thorough search of the mark and found nothing.
He's not a master, unless he hid it, but I don't know. I don't think so. So that said, he went to, well, that done, he went to find Rin and tell her, and they met at the Mato family, where they saw Gilgamesh after Shinji got to the church, and he said, like, he was pissed, and he's putting the blame on everyone else but himself about why he lost.
It's not my fault. You give me a shitty servant, a weak servant.
He's the one that summoned it, and he's the one that would tell her what to do. Like, no, it comes down to you, but he's not saying it. So, since he still had this drive to fight, Kirei told him, I just so happen that I have a servant that could be of use to you. I think it's Gilgamesh. So that's why we could have seen it at the Mato house, potentially. So they talked a little bit about Sakura, without saying it was Sakura. She didn't mention the whole adoption thing, and that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
So we're moving on, and we'll see what happens next.
Okay.
Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
Alright, let's go. Another vision from the past?
Yep.
体は剣でできている。血は鉄で、心はガラス。戦場を越えて腐敗。かの者は常に一人。故に生涯に意味はなく、きっと剣でできていた。
So archers. Oh, what the fudge?
That's dark. He suffered a lot.
Archer created 1,000 swords.
That's what it's implying. I'm not good with riddles. But he suffered, and that could not help, and people still
あいつ
died.
が英霊になった事件なわけ。なんてバカ。
Still don't know who he is.
If you're trying to save everyone and they all end up dying anyway, no matter how many swords you create.
Well,
I mean, if you're trying,
it implied that he made blades after blades, but these ends would never hold them. So, like, what, you didn't fight? Is that what you're saying?
Or maybe the blades weren't strong enough.
It said his ends would not hold them, or something. I don't know. We'll find out.
他のマスターと協力することは悪くない。君の場合は選んだパートナーが悪
You
すぎ
say
る。
He has
that,
a good heart
and he's helped a lot.
and he has Saber.
協定を切る気はないって言っ
You
たで
just
しょ
don't like him.
としては不安だけど、協力者として不満はないんだから、
She loves him.
何があっても裏切らないと思うしさ。
You could use that.
あれは勝ち残れる人間ではない。
He's done well for himself so
まだ
far.
キャスターの方が適任だぞ。
私にやんなげどうと志を同じ
He
にし
believes it's necessary because Castor could kill Berserker, and they can't.
キャスターは下道だが、実に魔術師らしい。志より結果を取る
She
べき。
does what's necessary.
私は方針を変えないわ。
Well, maybe if we think about what we saw in the beginning and we're like, he couldn't fight, maybe he's thinking like, I did not fight back then and it led to the death of people, so now I do what's necessary.
私はどうかしてる。あんたがつまんないもの見せるからじゃない。
何？
いいわ、忘れて。
Well, he still doesn't remember.
私は自分が信じることしかやらない。それを譲る気なんかない。返事は
仕方あるまい。
You used command spells on him so he wouldn't say shit.
支えるのが進化の役割だからな。陰ながら見守るとしよう。
なんだろう、目覚めが悪いな。
Well, you're fighting every day.
まあ綺麗な剣だったけどさ。そうだよ。気に入ってるよ。悪いか。
He's got conflicted feelings with Archer.
He's so cool.
Yeah, he is.
戸締まりは忘れないように言われるまでもありません。
Can't help but feel that something's weird with them. I know, like, we saw he has no mark, but still.
お前とクズキ仲いいのか？
仲がいいのは当然なのだ。久月先生は俺の兄貴分みたいなもんだからな。3年ほど前からうちに居候していてな。
But Saber said it wasn't him.
You're sure it wasn't him? I mean, if he's a puppet.
暮らしている者として尊敬できる。
Huh.
兄として慕うのは当然だろ
I mean, I would expect that all the masters would be children, though.
Well, who knows?
う。遠坂
寺で何かなかったかしら。
盗み聞きするようなやつに
Don't ask me to strip.
俺からも頼む。
Not again. He's got PTSD.
何かあるかといえば近々祝言を挙げる。
Oh, to whom?
いいなつけだという女性を連れて
Caster?
地のところがあるもののめでたい話だ。
I think so.
Yeah, okay, so that's him. So now we know.
But Saber didn't feel shit from him, so I don't. Her detection skills are lacking. Or there's something else going on, but I don't know.
エミヤ君も準備しといて。
ちょっと待て。
当然でしょ。
There's no time to
宇
waste.
月先生がここに来る保証はないもの。
It's a bit sad because Saber did say he seemed to be an upstanding guy and a good teacher.
Well, he's being manipulated.
軽いガンドを打つだけよ。打つか風で寝込む程度だし。
もしクズキがマスターだったら
Well, that's the point of a war.
話し合いにならない。
余計好都合じゃない。どこに問題があるの
He？ doesn't like to fight people. He doesn't like to
危ないっ
start
て話だ
shit.
ろ。
それなら私一人でやるだけだもの。
That's not what he said.
俺も付き合う。
今夜キャスターのマスターに仕掛けると。
マスターだって決まったわけじゃないけどいるしかなくなった。
そうですね。
Make him strip?
You wanna ask a teacher to strip?
No.
あいつの件みたいに。
He's envious. I get it.
バカか俺は。
I mean,
Create one with your spells and stuff. Like you
you
can,
could
yeah.
change the properties of
Yeah.
these, right?
But they don't look as cool. This kind of looks like a level in Days Gone. Zombie game.
藤村先生にさっき電話で確認したらここに残ってるって。
今夜はいつも通りってことね。そろそろ学校を出る頃よ。なぜアーチャーはいないのですか、あいつとキャスターを合わせたくないのよ。
Yeah, he's got weird ideas with Caster. It sucks though that she has to walk around her servant like this. Like she leaves him at home because she can trust him not to do shit.
Yeah.
ここで罠を仕掛けて作戦なんだけど。
トサが帰ってきたみたいだぞ。
Too late. Improvise.
やっぱりクズキは違うんじゃないのか。
He trusts too many people, man.
仕掛けるわよ。待って。
忠告したはずですよ、宗一郎。あなたは竜道寺にとどまるべき。
Okay, there you
So
go.
he is.
Saber, we can't trust your judgment.
実際に
Oh no, no shit. It's a trap. Damn it. She is creepy, but she is also good, you know, badass looking.
そこから出てきなさい。
But the effects are decent.
3秒あげるわ。そのまま返してあげましょう。
合図をしたら行くわよ。
それは後にしてくれトサが。
Dude, trying to bargain, trying to talk. If we were right about what we saw with Archer, he could be making mistakes that will lead to the death of people, just like what happened with Archer.
遠坂にエミヤか。お前たちまでマスターとはな。
あんたキャスターに操られてるのか。
How would he know?
I'm not control, I'm in love. Not the same thing.
How would he know?
これは何だエミヤ。
キャスターがやっていることを見逃しているはずがない。
やっていることだと。
Killing people?
What is
キャ
she
スターは
doing?
街中の人間から魔力を集めている。人間は生贄なんだ。いずれ死んでしまう人間だって出てくる。
Or trying to kill people is true. No one died yet.
キャスターの所業を放置しているのは釣られているからだと考えたわけだな。
Well, you're saying that you knew?
俺たちはキャスターだけを倒す。
Please don't tell me you're just a piece
キ
of
ャスターを
shit.
好きにさせているのなら
But if he's being manipulated, how would he know?
俺も容赦はしない。
Huh, okay. I didn't know.
今の話は初耳
He
だ。
could be lying.
だがエミヤ、
He doesn't
キ
give a
ャスタ
shit.
ーの行いは
So bad? Yes?
私には関わりのないことだ。彼らが問題視しないように。
人間を巻き込むつもりか。
魔術師などではない。朽ち果てた殺人鬼だよ。私は聖杯戦争に関与しない。殺し合うのなら傍観するだけだ。
She's just using him, but he doesn't care. He's a murderer?
They don't do a thorough background check the teacher
好
does.
きにしろキャスター。お前の自由だ。
Oh, so she'd be happy with a master like this.
ではここで死しても構わぬのだな。 キャスターのマスターよ。
He'd be the most likely target, the easiest target. So cool. Doing good. Teamwork. What happened? Okay.
穴だったなセイ
Yeah,
バ
I underestimated
It's
you
not
too.
because he doesn't want to fight that he can defend himself.
He's like, if you kill each other, I'm fine with this, but if you don't attack me. I feel sad for Issei.
評価されてるのか。
Could you do that with yourself?
ーなるほど目がいいのではなくということか
I mean, we should try to defeat him. Our magic kind of works like the same.
Well, he's turning out to be a challenge. Well, maybe he's the one that killed Ryder.
Maybe.
Would make sense, actually.
Would make sense, yeah.
If he can do that, yeah.
Okay, that would make sense that he killed Ryder. If he can defeat Saber.
役割は後方支援と決めつけるのは
No, he doesn't do it.
例外は常に存在するマスターもいるということだ
私が手を下します。残ったマスター。
Oh, shit. They are a problem. We should have taken Archer.
面食らって
Although I don't know.
倒せばいいんでしょ。
Saber, get up. We need an Excalibur. Fuck.
Then I think you need to have your servant with you right now.
Yeah, but what if he chooses to team up with Caster?
Oh shit.
Ah, it's bad.
が倒れたらゾウサガが死ぬ。
Uh-huh. Strengthen, come on.
戦うと
Do like him.
あいつが持っていたようだ。
I mean, you might find those, I don't know.
Where? You're gonna create them out of thin air?
You could use his bones, I don't know. I mean, he's creating blades. What the fuck?
Okay.
He just created blades out of nothing.
Okay.
What did he use?
C'est pas partir de rien.
And it's like, just like Archer, he took that as a
Inspiration.
blueprint. Don't underestimate us, bitch. No, don't. It does look good.
待て引くぞキャスター
It's interesting because she listens to him more than I expected. And they are getting, I mean, he introduced her as his fiancée to kind of explain where she was around, but maybe he got close.
やられた。クズキは竜道寺から降りてこない。キャスターを撃つのは諦めると。キャスターは放っておけない。
当たり前だ。
それよりエミヤ君、
I don't think he knows.
Yeah.
強化だけじゃなかったの。
He thought so too.
いやそうだけど東映で
投影魔術は初めてじゃないのね。
ああ
Projection
そうなのか
magic.
中身は空っぽだったんだ。自分でもさっきのことは驚い
You
た。
were determined.
投影を習得したってこと。
比率具はそれじゃ何の役にも立たないから強化にしろって。
私でもきっとそうさせたわ。
But like he used it for a good, you know, purpose right there. It's not useful, but it saved his ass.
シロ、
大丈夫だ。
Did a number on him though?
I mean, projection, is it like an illusion or something?
I feel like it's like he imagines something and he projects
Yeah.
what he's thinking. That's how I see it. But so he imagined Archer's blades and he.
君がどこで何をしてようと朗報だぜ。
Oh, you see all the bugs on the floor. Yeah.
行動には目をつむるってさ。
お前を買っているようだな。
なあ、人を見る目だけはあるよ。手っ取り早く殺しまくってさ、食べて強くなってよ。あいつらだ。しないとね。
Don't touch him.
シンジ、お前は聖杯というものを理解していない。他のマスターなど放っておけ。所詮生贄に過ぎん。先に抑えておくべきものがある。まあお前の気持ちはわからんでもないが、復讐は気持ちがいい。するべきことを済ませたなら、お前の遊びにも付き合おう。
Speeches that I recognize.
聞いてなかったね。お前の望み。
俺は豪勢なものを許す。余分なものに与える意義などない。10人の奴隷を選び殺そうとしたことがある。一人も殺せなかった。無駄なものなどいなかったのだ。かつての世界には。この世界には余裕があふ
He
れている。
wants to kill everyone.
という人間を選んだところでなど出てきまい。
You gone dark?
わかんないな。
それだけで気色が悪い。
The world is overcrowded. Dude, you got dark.
If we're being practical, back then everyone can have a job to do. You were being useful, slave or not.
You can do that today too. I actually don't remember what Gilgamesh's dream or wish was in Zero. He's always been extra, but he's gone dark ever since Zero, man.
I mean, he used to have it all. He says that he wants to have the grave because the grave belongs to him.
Oh yeah, it's true. I mean, that was his...
I mean, it's supposed to be his property, so why not?
Yeah, it's true. But, I mean, the Grail was dark and corrupted in Zero, so, and he was affected by it. The Grail washed over them and, you know, brought back Kirei from the dead with the, you know, dead art and all of that, and it basically brought Gilgamesh to life, sort of. Like, he doesn't disappear after, like, now he gets to live his life and be there, but maybe it changed him. Maybe it...
Are you telling me that I have to go through puberty once again?
No, he's still as old as he used to be, but I mean, since it was corrupted, the Grail was corrupted, and it brought back Kirei with a dark heart, although he was dark from the beginning. Maybe that's what it did with Gilgamesh as well. Maybe it corrupted him in a way. Because, like, now he wants to kill people, like, all the people.
He wants to kill the superflu.
Yeah, but what is superfluous to him? Flus? Anyway, what is expendable to him?
Imagine, like, humanity is like a bunch of bugs that
That's what they
grow
implied.
way too much, and that you need to get rid of a bunch of them.
That's what he
Of the
implied.
infestation.
He was surrounded by, you know, larvae, well, insects all around, so that's what it's implied here. It implies he wants to get rid of the expendable, but when he looks at humanity, he might be saying that everyone is expendable because this world is weak and this world doesn't, you know, mean or matter anything. It doesn't mean anything or matter, and he wants to get rid of people.
The way we grow with technology, with new way of living, the easiest way of living.
No, we still have a purpose, and if he sees it like the way he sees it now, I'm like, dude, it's just you don't see a purpose for you, but people have purpose and people matter. Like when he was saying he took 10 slaves and he wanted to get rid of those that would not be missed. I'm like, my first thought was, well, what if they have families? What if they have friends? They will be missed. They matter. But he saw it in a truly in only a job
practical
way, like practical way.
Well, I mean, it is true that in today's world we don't need kings and emperors to manage us, like back then, if you think about it.
No, but today there are so many of us. Maybe that's what he means by saying like, I mean, you're not going to be missed if I kill you because someone else can take your place. There are so many of you. He's saying the world is overpopulated and he wants to get rid of it a little bit, rid of people a little bit. But like, what's his limit? Like, how many people are we talking about? And even one person is too much, man.
Half of it.
So he can't win he can't win the Grand. But, yeah, he got dark, and he's gonna be with Shinji, who has no fucking limit. Like, he's just in it for himself, and he just wants revenge. But, and the thing that is bad is that Gilgamesh is more intelligent than Shinji, and he's got more experience, so for sure he's gonna, you know, control him better. Like, he's saying he's got something to do, and having Shinji around as a master, that's allowing him to go out in the world and do some damage. Now he's gonna do what he wants to do, but if he sees a purpose in helping Shinji, he'll do it. You know, he'll get his wish, he'll help him out. He like the thing with pleasure, like that's the thing I remember from Zero, like that speech about pleasure.
Yeah.
Kirei and stuff like that hit close, and I'm like, okay, that didn't change. But yeah, he wants to enjoy himself. He wants people to enjoy themselves, and yeah, Shinji wants revenge. He'll get him revenge, but he will be better at controlling Shinji, I think. Like Shinji, his previous servant looked really like I think it's because of, you know, the thing on her eyes and stuff, but she looked submissive as fuck. Like she looked to be following him like a true servant, and she would not say anything. Like he would be like, okay, you do everything I say. That's why when he did his speech about how it's your fault, like she was a shit, you know, servant, and you know she was too weak, and if it wasn't for her I would have won. I'm like, dude, it looked like she did everything you wanted.
Like I said, the servant is just as strong as the master. If the master is shit, the servant will be shit.
Well, not in this case. You got Gilgamesh now.
Yeah, Gilgamesh doesn't need a master.
Well, apparently he did, because otherwise they would not have done that. They would not have given him to
He needs a
Shinji.
master to be in the war for the Holy Grail.
Maybe he needs a master to basically get access to his powers.
You
I
think?
know he still has his powers. I'm just wondering if, like, because if he could do whatever, why would he need a master? Or maybe it's because he wants access to the Grail at the end of the day. But, yeah, I mean, we'll get to see, but it is still cool to see him back in this story. It's just a bit scary, and he's a loose cannon now, and his goal is really, really dark. So we gotta stop him, but he is strong. And we don't know how he got in the last few years, how strong he got. And he was pretty strong back then. I mean, he was already a menace back then, except he didn't give a shit, and he did not want to partake as much, so that's why we were fine. But anyway... So that's for Gilgamesh. Who do we want to talk about?
Well,
first?
now we know who Caster Master is.
Okay, so we're gonna go with this, and then we'll end with Archer.
Not the student council president.
But still the same area, and he's still, I mean, not responsible, but he's still concerned because they live in the same house, and they consider themselves, you know, brothers, sort of. Which is
Brotherly.
sad. I feel bad for Issei, man. The guy said he was he called himself a murderer, and I'm like, are you calling yourself a murderer because you're allowing people to die and stuff, or did you actually kill someone? I'm like, dude.
I really hope that's not the case.
But still, like, he's a...
I would have concern for the school establishment if it is.
I mean, it's not because, you know, he got hired. And maybe it's not known. Maybe he was never arrested if he killed someone. Like, we don't know.
But if it is mage related, maybe that's why people don't know about it.
I guess that would make sense. Like, he seems to be unbothered a lot. Like, he seems to be disconnected with everything that's happening, except if you go against him personally.
He has dead eyes.
Yeah, but I guess that's also why he was the perfect master for Castor, because it allowed her to do whatever she wanted. Since he wasn't gonna really push for anything, like, she's just... It looks like they care about each other enough to... I mean, he is her master. If he dies, she's fucked. So she has to protect him. But still, considering her attitude and how she was last time we saw her, she seemed to truly be like, oh, master and stuff. I'm like, okay, maybe they got close. I don't know. But at least they worked together. But it really sounds like he's letting her do whatever she wants. And she saw that as a way for her to just unleash and just use her powers and do all the stuff we saw her do. So she's happy with the freedom. He's happy with the fact that he doesn't have to do anything. Like, he's, yeah, just go over and do whatever.
Now we also kind of know who got rid of Ryder also.
It sounds...
the way
it
that
looks
he
like it could
got...
be him.
That he handled Saber, yeah.
Well-
He's the one who got rid of Ryder.
It's not Gilgamesh because Shinji would have recognized him, but still someone from the school
Someone
that was
who looks
supposed to
human.
be... Yeah, someone that was supposed to be unconscious and wasn't, and still a master that would have showed up, because we would have seen, if it wasn't servant, we would have seen it. So a master that showed up but was still strong enough to go against a servant. If you surprise them like he did Saber, he has a shot. He fucking knocked Saber out. So, okay, and he's strong enough to twist her head and do all that. So I guess that was him. That would also explain why Castor was
Sort of there.
Yeah. So now we have our answer for this.
Now, what about Shiro?
God
he managed
damn.
to create Blade out of thin air.
Which, again, it's another comparison to Archer, but from what I saw in the very beginning, like with the memories, I'm trying to make sense of the riddles, because I'm not good at those.
You've been saying that you think in the past Archer was an optimistic guy who wants to save everyone, wasn't able to do so, and saw that he needs to take actions, like to just gut his hand dirty.
Yeah.
If you want to achieve something, right?
I'm just looking at the first part. Have withstood pain to create many weapons. So basically, he went through a lot of suffering, but he created a bunch of, like, they said blades, so we'll say blades. He created a bunch of blades, if we take it literally. Like, he suffered, he's pierced, and basically he took on pain, but that he also created weapons. Yet those hands will never hold anything.
So like a pacifist?
I'm thinking he would And I mean, it's making me think of Shiro because in this episode, again, he was the one that was like, okay, now we know who the master is. And if they stayed hidden, they try to kill him, maybe that would have worked.
Trying to negotiate.
But instead he got out.
To not fight.
Instead, he put himself in danger in the way of getting pierced and slashed and hurt. And he tried to negotiate because he's trying to save everyone. Again, he's trying to be a hero of justice. He's trying to do good by everyone, except doing that. And still, again, I'm thinking this could have been Archer's goal back in the day. Maybe he was trying to save everyone, but maybe he was a pacifist. Those hands will never hold anything. Makes me think that he created many blades and he took on a lot of pain, but he never held a blade to someone. Like he never fought back.
So you're saying basically that Archer's backstory is the bad what if, and this is what might happen to Shiro if Shiro decides to just try to just save everyone, basically? Is that what it is?
Sorry, I'm still looking at the dream. Repeat what you just said.
Okay. You're saying that there's a lot of comparison and parallel between Shiro and Archer.
Like saying there's a parallel between the two helps me try to if we go with okay, they are so similar, it's crazy. It's helping me understand Archer.
They are similar with their mentality, with the fact that maybe back then Archer used to be just like Shiro.
Yeah, but we see a lot of Shiro right now. So if we say that the two of them used to be very similar, it's easier for me to read Archer if I'm basing him off of Shiro. Whatever he went through, it looks to me like if he was like Shiro and he would seek out peace all the time, maybe that led... And I mean, he did say something about not acting and not doing anything. And he said something like Castor is a true master, true mage. She does what's necessary. And he also he talked earlier about being pragmatic. A few episodes ago, he talked about how he needed to do what was necessary. So I'm thinking that if he was a pacifist and he did not pick up his blades back in the day and he didn't fight and it led to the death of a lot of people, now he understands that sacrifices must be made if you want to save everyone that you care about.
Archer's storyline is basically the bad ending if you decide to not act on your actions. Right?
Well, he found out the hard way that, like what Kiritsugu says, you can't be a hero of justice and save everyone.
So you're basically saying that if Shiro decides to go on that way and to still be a pacifist and to still try to save everyone, it's gonna end up just like Archer?
He keeps trying to negotiate and he keeps trying to... He trusts people. He gives them the benefit of the doubt. He did say, though, that, okay, if you tell me that you allowed this to happen and you're okay with the death of people, I'm going to go after you. So maybe his thing is that he's going to do what Archer could not do back in the day before it's too late. Maybe he'll do the right thing now. Like, maybe he'll make the hard decision in order to avoid the disaster. But then it's twisting a little bit his idea of being a hero of justice. So what is the right answer? Do you try to be the pure definition of a hero of justice, but you end up like Archer with your lost dreams and your pain and your suffering, and after that you turn a blind eye to everything else because you're like, nah, we can't do it the pure way. We gotta sacrifice people. So if you try to be a true hero of justice and you end up like Archer, that's bad. But if you want to be a true hero of justice and Archer tells you, like, that's not possible, it's never gonna happen, and you end up...
That's not good enough.
Well, yeah, but you end up actually following what he's saying and doing the hard thing and not being the hero of justice that you imagine, you're still giving up your dream, so you're not winning. So I don't see how Shiro, unless he finds another way, but...
I mean, I was about to say, try being more like Saber, but even Saber
suffered too.
Suffered too, because what she did back then is not all... proof, you know, it's not all good, you know.
I guess what could help is for Shiro to admit, like, what do you truly want and why do you truly want it? Because whenever he's asked, like, he got mad in this episode when he mentioned it, and I guess, like, at the very beginning of it, he wanted to be a hero of justice because Kiritsugu told him that that was his dream when he was a kid, and he could not get it, he could not achieve it, and I guess you could see, like, Kiritsugu became a nice guy who cared and stuff, and maybe Shiro looked up to him and was like, yeah, you truly did good by me, and I want to be like that. But he saw how broken Kiritsugu was, because he did lose a lot, and he did not get his dream, and he was like, maybe Shiro was trying as a kid, like that's what you would want to do, like you're hurting, so I'm going to try to help. If you say you wanted to be a hero of justice, but it's too late for you, trust that I'll do it. And to abandon that dream would be abandoning his father.
It's ironic though that Shiro and Rin are doing the same thing. Both of them are trying to achieve their father's dream, basically.
Oh yeah, they follow their father's footsteps. Except their father, to me, I'm like, your fathers, they're dead. They're not around anymore. You gotta understand that if you choose to follow in their footsteps, it needs to be for you, because this is not gonna work. Like when you suffer down the line, if it's for someone else, you'll end up resenting the person. So Shiro, I'm starting to wonder, like, has his goal changed with time? Because it's possible. It's been years. He started by saying, "Oh, I want to do this for you because I want to follow in your footsteps and make you proud and just
It's true that
do
he
your dream."
has some doubts.
It sounds like he was mad when they asked
about it. Was telling his childhood memories to Saber. He has doubts about it.
I don't think he has doubts. I think he's questioning the reasons why he's doing
Why
it. Why
did I
he
want
wants
to
to
be
do it.
a hero of justice?
But maybe his reasons have changed with time, and he's just not admitting it. But we'll see. But with Archer, I'm pretty sure, from what I took from the beginning, it sounds like he put himself in trouble. He tried to help a lot of people, created blades, literally or not, I don't know. But I mean, I thought literally because like Shiro creating blades based off of Archer's blades, I thought was fucking cool. It did a number on him. He's suffering right now, so his magic is flashing red, and it could be bad. But still, it was really intense. So maybe in a similar way, they created weapons to try and save people and protect the innocent. Except it sounds like Archer tried the pacifist, path, and that led to death.
It led to destructions and death.
Yeah. Anyway, so really intense episode. I'm glad we finally know the fifth one. So now we only have 2 masters to go. One of which I'm pretty sure is Sakura. So who's the other one? I don't know. So since he's caster's master, we just need to find Lancer. So that would mean Sakura would have been assassins, because I don't think she's Lancers. That doesn't make any sense to me. If she is, well, but then I think it's better if she was supposed to be assassin's master and ended up losing her servant to caster, because that still means that she can be pure, she can be fine.
She can be okay, not a fucked up member of the Mato family.
But she could still be fucked up. I don't know. But that means that she's not a threat. If she is the potential, if she was supposed to be assassin's master. But then who's Lancers?
We'll see.
Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if not, the next one will be on YouTube next week.
Yes.
So see you then, guys.
Bye.